Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today is March 31st, 2023. It has been more than 3 years of Torah every morning, of friends every morning, of a building community, a growing community from corners of the world we never expected to convene, who come together every day to say good morning, and every Friday, as Valerie started us, to say Shabbat Shalom. Sharon and Valerie, Adrian, so good to see all of you. Boker Tov, friends. What an honor it is to be part of this community, to feel the love, and, as Penny reminds us, to be sharing broadcast 768 of our community. Boker Tov, Adrian, Joy, Stacy, Ellen and Ron, Linda. Wow, this is moving fast. Lisa and Roberta, so good to be with you, Roberta, yesterday. What an honor. Jerry and Miriam, Boker Tov, Shabbat Shalom. Hi, Cecile. Natalie, Arlene, good morning, my friends. Really, it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing that we have shared this not only so long, but that we're sharing it today. Andy and Nathalia, Gail, Boker Tov. Let's jump right in. Let's take a breath. Let's sing a blessing. Learn some Torah. Judy, BT and SS. Boker Tov, Shabbat Shalom, my friend. Yesterday was so holy. I'll be talking about it in a moment. Chana, good to see you. And Linda, thank you, Chana. I'll say that too. Janetta, Boker Tov. Hi, Julie. Hi, Heather. Hi, Amy, Boker Tov. So good morning, friends. First of all, Barbara, today is your father's yahrzeit. May his memory be for a blessing. May his soul have an aliyah. So good to see that you are able to be with us in that way, and that we have the privilege of being of comfort to you. Dale, welcome back from an amazing journey with UJA friends to Japan, where I know you learned a lot. Can't wait to hear about it from you in person. Janetta, sending comfort to your friend's family who lost an aunt, and to anyone who is celebrating or missing someone today, sending you love. I myself am celebrating a very significant day. Today is my oldest child, Ariel's birthday. She turns 21 today, and I cannot tell you how overwhelmed I feel to celebrate her and to share that with you. She is an extraordinary human being whose laughter will change the world. And I bless her with a good year. Let's learn some Torah. It's Parshat Tzav, and today is, we lead into Shabbat HaGadol, the most special Shabbat connected with Pesach, with Passover, that begins in just a few days. Shabbat HaGadol is so named because we read a special Haftorah, a special additional reading, Shabbat morning, on Shabbat HaGadol, which means the Great Shabbat. It connects to the verse in that Haftorah that talks about the great day, Yom HaGadol v'Hanorah. The verse sings, Hine anochi sholech lachem et Eliyahu hanavi. Behold, I am sending you Elijah the prophet. Lifnei vo Yom Adonai, before the coming of the great day where God arrives. Hagadol v'Hanorah, the good and the intense day. Now, that sounds in some ways like a Christian theology or a different theology, but what I want to share with all of you is that the verse is complicated because what does it mean for there to be a great day? And why do we read it right before Pesach? In fact, Shabbat HaGadol, this Shabbat, is often connected to another Shabbat, the Shabbat before Yom Kippur. That one's called Shabbat Shuvah, where rabbis would speak, because otherwise, in traditional communities, rabbis didn't actually give a drash, didn't give a sermon. How funny that must be, because, rabbis like to talk a lot. But what I want to share with you is that the definition of that great day in the Haftorah connects to my celebration of my daughter and to something extraordinary that some of us were able to share yesterday. I agree, Deborah, it's a beautiful melody that our friend Craig wrote for that. The definition of the great day is V'heshiv lev avot al banim v'lev banim al avotam. And the parents' hearts will turn one more time to their children because their children's hearts will have turned back to the adults, to their parents. Please God, we should be blessed with healthy relationships, parent to child and child to parent. I have felt incredibly blessed by the increasing depth, health, and beauty of my relationship with my oldest child and with my children, all 5 of them. It has been an enormous blessing, I see Neshama's here, to build this family with her. And this, my friends, this is what it means to have a great day. The coming of the Messiah is not some far-off eschatological idea where a great shofar is blasted and the world's reality suddenly shifts. A great day is when we love our children well and they love us too. That's a great day. I want to bless us with great days, with love felt across generations, with true reconnections, because of all things this world needs. Connection will make today and tomorrow much better. Yesterday, I had an incredibly humbling day. And I was debating, how do I share this? And without planning, I'm just going to share it. How does it connect to this week? Because of all things, we're told in the Haggadah, B'chol dor vador, chayav adam lirot et atzmo ki'ilu hu yatsa miMitzrayim. In every generation, we are called to see ourselves as if we ourselves emerged from Egypt. And that is an impossibility. It's an impossibility. I don't know. I'm glad that I don't. And yesterday, UJA brought together for the first time since COVID participants who are Holocaust survivors for a Seder. And I was so privileged to lead it. I looked around at this room full of people who've gone through things I can't imagine, and joining them were recent refugees from Ukraine and other Russian-speaking older people and other older people in our community, partnering with Self-Help, one of the most beautiful organizations UJA supports. We brought together people who have seen their own Egypts beyond what I can imagine. And we sang together, and we hoped together. We broke matzah because the world isn't whole yet. We drank from cups because it's sweet to be alive. We said Shechianu, and I cannot tell you what it felt like to say Shechianu as the child in that room. Yes, there were people younger than me, but I was and am so amazed by their life force. Friends, I'm so privileged to be part of UJA, and I'm so glad that even after the necessity, the dire necessity that led to the birth of our community, the urgency of it has somewhat passed. We are still coming together and marking time and making it holier. Our work will never be done because there will always be something good to do for someone else. And I had a very interesting blend of all these things happen in the most unpredictable of ways. The Seder was being covered by the New York Times. And so there was a reporter there and a photographer there. And the photographer came up to me after the Seder and said to me, I really listened to the language of the Seder, and to hear how every generation is called to tell its story reminds me of my grandmother who lived through the partition, because the photographer was of Indian descent, and his grandmother went through the partition between India and Pakistan. And there's no comparing upheavals in history and personal pain, but he related to how I was describing Passover and looking at the people in the room. And he said she didn't want to tell her story. I used to ask her to tell her story, and she wouldn't. And here we are in Pesach, talking about the urgency of telling the story. And I said one thing at the Seder that I'll share with you here, and that I think he said mattered to him, but I'm thinking about how much it means. I said to the survivors in the room, who are not young, they're young inside, but they're not young. I said to them, you are here. You are alive. I'm asking you to please trust us that we will tell your story. Trust that the younger people at your table, because we were blessed to have a lot of wonderful volunteers and younger people present, trust that we will tell your story. That's our job. That's Pesach, and this young man, not Jewish, said that's his story too. What a world it would be, my friends. What a great day it will be. V'heshiv levavot al banim. When parents can feel the love of their children, a love that contains our family's stories. V'lev banim al avotam. And children to their parents. What a humbling thing it is to be alive. What a gift it is to be present and to stand witness. You, friends. You, we, I, our children, we are all charged with being vessels for sacred memory, for believing in each other, for allowing love to create expectations and demands, obligations. The gift of being alive is the gift of having freedom, and within freedom is purpose. I know why I'm here, friends. It's bigger. It's bigger than me. And I pray that my children all learn that it's bigger than them too. What a gift, my friends. What a gift. Hine ani anochi sholech lachem. We'll read tomorrow that God is sending a good day. And that messenger might be your child. For me, it was a photographer. It's my daughter. It's you. It's the next person I see. Let's go into Shabbos ready, my friends. Ready to have our hearts opened wide. Who knows what'll come from that? Sing our way into a good Shabbos, friends. Shabbos, friends. See you on Monday.